Hey, I'm Vicky and this is a review of the Little Live Pets Mama Surprise Guinea Pig. So both of my kids got these for Christmas and I just wanted to share a really honest review of it because I have to say I did pause and have to think about it a little bit because I felt this is actually quite an expensive toy, around £65. It's one of the more expensive ones that was on their Christmas list, so I had to go away, had to think about it a little bit, but they kept asking and asking and asking and asking for this toy, so we gave it to them for Christmas. They've now had a few weeks of playing with it and I wanted to talk you through how it works and what we really think about it. What is the Mama Surprise Guinea Pig? Kids need to look after the mother guinea pig. They need to feed her, pet her, brush her hair until she's ready to give birth to her 3 babies. Batteries are not included with this toy, so you will need to add them. You need 3 batteries for the actual hutch and you need 3 batteries for the actual guinea pig. Now, when your child opens up this toy, they can either choose to play with it on normal mode or on fast mode. We have never played with it on normal mode. The kids have no patience for it. What it basically means is that with normal mode, you are looking at waiting 15 minutes for the first baby to be born once you've cared for the mother guinea pig, fed her, petted her enough for her to be ready to give birth. You're waiting 10 hours for the second and 10 hours for the third. Whereas with the fast mode, it's 10 minutes for the first, 10 minutes for the second and another 10 minutes for the third. So you can see why the fast probably is going to appeal to your child more, particularly with the age range that this is aimed at. This is aimed at the 4+ age range and they're just going to want to see those babies born, particularly the first time that they do this. So which setting you put it on is really up to you. You know your child best, obviously. If you think they are going to enjoy having the process drawn out, then great, go for normal mode. If you think they're going to want to see the toy in all of its working glory today when they've just opened it, then how rude. She's interrupting me. Then you're going to want to put it on fast mode. So once you've chosen the mode that you want, your child then needs to look after the mother guinea pig. So how does your child do that? The toy comes with this sort of piece of lettuce, or is it celery? I'm not quite sure. I think it might be celery actually. Celery that your child needs to feed to the mother guinea pig, and she actually does have a mouth, and if you look at where her tongue is, that's actually a button, and when your child puts this into the guinea pig's mouth, it's going to make a noise as if it's eating. And it also works if your child puts their finger in the mouth as well, which my kids kind of love doing that. And then you've also got this heart-shaped brush, which you can use to brush the guinea pig. And there is a sensor on the head for when your child pets them on the head. So that's quite nice because there's a bit of interactivity there. Your child is being encouraged to, you know, nurture the guinea pig, look after it, be affectionate with it, very much like having a real pet. The set comes with this shredded bedding here, which you just use to line the base of the hutch. It just adds a little bit of a realistic element to the whole hutch setup. So when it is time for the mother guinea pig to give birth, you will hear her make the ready sound, which is a kind of trilling melody that she makes. Her heart will glow red on her chest and you will see a red glowing heart on the hutch as well. That means that it's time for a baby to be born, so you need to put the mother guinea pig in the hutch and make sure that both doors are fully closed, otherwise it will not work. And then it's just a matter of being patient for 10 minutes until the baby is born. Now, the babies are not born in you know, the way that they would be in real life. So it's more of a stalk situation. So the babies actually drop out of a panel in the ceiling. All of the babies are concealed up here. So none of the babies are actually inside the mother guinea pig. So when that 10 minutes has passed, during which time the heart will have been continually glowing on the hutch, it's time for the first baby to be born, and that baby will drop out of the ceiling. Each of the babies comes with a little surprise box, and in that surprise box it's either a pair of glasses, a pair of sunglasses, or a little cute tiara. Each of them has a little hair clip and they each have 2 elastic bands which your child can use to style their crazy long hair. And they also each come with a birth certificate which your child can use to give their guinea pig its very own name. They can pick the name, they can also write the birthday and the time of birth on there as well, which is really fun and a nice thing to keep. So once all of the babies are born, your child can then just play with the baby guinea pigs, play with the mother guinea pig. The mother guinea pig will still make all of those reactive noises when your child feeds them with a piece of celery or pets them on the head. So they care for them, look after them, they can store them in the hutch. If your child then wants to go through the whole process again, you can just reload the baby guinea pigs into the top of the hutch. The lid of the hutch just flips open. There's a locking panel here right next to the battery panel. That just flips open. You reload the guinea pigs into the 3 compartments, and then you make sure the lid is shut and you can go through the process again. Just a quick tip if you do decide to reload the guinea pigs in here, I made a mistake of having one of the guinea pigs not quite settled in one of the compartments. They were slightly blocking the mechanism. It is a turning mechanism, that's how each of the guinea pigs get dropped from the ceiling. The mechanism turns around and there's a hole and the guinea pigs drop through a trap door. Mine got trapped and the trap door was wide open because I had put the guinea pig in, so it was blocking the mechanism from moving. So try not to do that. If you do that, don't panic. I just forced the circle back into a normal position, and that seemed to sort it out. But yeah, and it brought the trap door back up. But if yours does get stuck, try not to panic. You can fix it just by pushing the turnstile back into a normal position. I would suggest it's best not to let kids do the reloading of the hutch just for that reason. What age range is this toy actually suitable for? Little Live Pets says it's recommended for kids age 4+, and the recommendations suggest that it's perfect for kids age 4 to 7. I would say that kids are going to start losing interest at age 7. My daughter, who's literally just very recently turned 8, she received this at age 7. I would say she thought it was really cool, she thought it was really cute, but she has quite quickly lost interest in it. My 6-year-old is much more interested in it, but I would put the absolute perfect age for this at age 4-5. I think kids of age 4 and 5 are just going to be so enchanted by the whole process. If they love animals, particularly if they've been begging you for a pet, they will really get a lot of enjoyment out of this. And obviously as a parent, the benefit for you is that it's giving them something interactive, giving them something that's a little bit like a pet, but without any of the mess to tidy up. So just to touch on a couple of my key criticisms of this toy. Number 1, the instructions. When I first looked at these, I'm pretty good at instructions, okay? I don't want to brag, but I'm a bit of a flat pack wizard. I looked at this and it took me a few goes going from each section of the instructions to really figure out exactly what the kids needed to do and what I needed to do. It was quite easy doing the batteries, but just the process of everything else, it just feels a bit higgledy-piggledy to me. Like, you've got all these different boxes describing different parts of the toy, and when you've got 2 kids going, you know, we want to play with the guinea pig, we want to play with the guinea pig, it's just a lot. So I feel like the instructions maybe need to be tidied up a little bit and made a little bit easier to follow. My other criticism would be the actual look of the toy. I just think it is cute, but it's very squidge. There's not really a lot of substance to the body, so it's not very cuddly, and I understand that's difficult because it has to be a battery operated toy, but I just kind of wish the mother guinea pig were a bit more sort of cuddly for the kids. Neither of my kids, I sort of expected one of them might like adopt it as a bit of a soft toy that they have in their bed, because both of them love to have snuggly toys in their bed, but neither of them have, and I think it's because it's got this big hard face, it's got these big hard feet. It's just not particularly, I just don't think it looks that great. I don't think the face looks that great. I'm just not particularly wowed by that. I think like the babies are quite cute again. It's like it's quite plasticky. This is just plastic here, whereas the mother guinea pig has a bit of a fuzzy face, which is quite nice, bit of added texture. The babies are literally just plastic body with the hair. The hair is pretty cool. I think, you know, obviously kids at this age group, they absolutely love to play with style hair. So I like the hair, and I like the fact that it comes with the hair clips on a plus point. What's the verdict then on the Little Live Pets Mama Surprise Guinea Pig? Well, I think it is quite a high price point for a toy. The way it works though is really cool, and I can definitely see how it appeals to kids, certainly 4 and 5-year-olds for sure, especially kids who love to role play with caring for animals. The fact that you can repeat the whole process again is really nice. There's a lot of sort of unboxing surprise reveal toys that don't let you do that. Storing the toy is easy because everything goes back in the hutch. I mean, the hutch is quite big, so you do need to have, you know, a little bit of space for keeping that somewhere on the side or somewhere on the floor of your child's room maybe, or the playroom. I would say it is a really ideal gift for animal lovers, but I do still wince at that £65 price a little bit. It's perfect if your child has been begging you for a pet, but you don't have the space or the facilities in order to have one right now. Okay, I really hope that you enjoyed this toy review. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next upload. Bye.